We are who we are. We can focus only on our self-awareness because this is the only thing we are taking into the grave or maybe the other life, whatever you believe in. So that's my probably biggest insight, that you can't live for anybody else. You can't live anybody else's life. And you have to do your own self work, your own self evaluation for spiritual growth. That's why we made this love self help love, because as they say in the United States, help yourself.
Welcome to the Mindful Hustle, the show where inner work meets outer results. I'm Donnie, and if you feel called to do big things in business while staying true to your highest self, you're in the right place. Get this. Studies in cognitive neuroscience reveal that up to 95% of our actions and decisions are driven by subconscious identity patterns. So, if your business isn't scaling, it's likely not your strategy, it's your self-concept. At Reality Realization Institute, we specialize in helping business owners rewrite who they believe they are so the results align automatically. You can book a free strategy session at realityrealization.org/call. Now, let's drop in and dive into today's conversation. Today's guest is Iryna Wood, creator and co-founder of the GEMINI Near Me app, a powerful tool in the self-love and relationship intelligence space. GEMINI Near Me isn't just another self-help app. It's a guided journey toward emotional clarity, deeper self-connection, and healthy relationships. In today's episode, we explore Iryna's vision, the path that led her to create this transformational platform, and why self-love is the true starting point for manifesting the life you desire. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Donnie, thank you so much for such a beautiful introduction.
Of course. Now, let's just hop right in there. Tell me, was there a moment in your life or business when something just clicked and everything changed? Perhaps a mindset shift or a realization that really reshaped your path?
Absolutely. I think all big stories, they're usually based on huge pain or any transformative moment of your life or your great passion. In my case, it is built on both because I've been into counseling since 23 years old. My journey started from astrology, which is far away from psychology, but I was always curious and passionate about encounters, about what's your calling, mission, and so on. So that was my big question to the universe. And I thought that every single person is meant to do something special to develop your gift and talent here on earth. So I did dived into astrology after I started numerology and all other alternative medicine techniques like Reiki, Theta healing, coaching itself, psychology. And I was graduated into everything what I tried and I experienced it on myself. And in my case, when they say calling is calling, I didn't need to do anything to bring the attention of my audience to myself because people started to address me and it was kind of word of mouth. So it was related to my passion, but when I was 26, unfortunately, family trial hit me very well, and it was very serious, and it was not easy to overcome during 8 years. That helped me to understand the world better, the meaning of life better, and I traveled the world to gain spiritual clarity and to embrace more techniques to work with people. So I've been to Sri Lanka, India, Singapore, Portugal, and I've been to so many places to gather my spiritual knowledge. And when I came to United States, you probably understand that here all success is in the air. Like everybody's career oriented, money driven, and you start to be partly like that. Maybe not 100% was my, different type of education, but I felt it and I realized for 12 years of counseling, I have to make something that would make an energy shift. And my dear husband Ken would ask me, what's your career perspective? What are you dreaming about? And I told him I dream about building up a platform that would be self-help and self-love. Because by that time I understood through my counseling career, the biggest issue for people, whatever is your concern about yourself or your relationships, it's always sooner or later is related to self-love, self-acceptance, and self-understanding.
Mhm. That's an amazing story. I'm curious to know during your journey through the years of the growth that you've gone through and all the things that led you to create this application, what were some of the core insights you gained that really shaped how you went about developing this application?
Absolutely. The idea of the app is self love and self help, or maybe self help and after self love. Because I'm a big believer that love to other person or to yourself would never ever come without acceptance. To accept yourself, you have to understand yourself. To understand yourself, you have to know yourself. That's why we provide 10 self discovery tools and one revolutionary feature, Iryna AI. Maybe we'll speak about it independently. But you asked me about my personal insights. I realized that we can't control the other people. I realized that we can't control the lives and decisions of the other people. It was related to my family trauma when I tried to do all my best for the person I loved, but it didn't work out. So I decided we can't play gods. We are who we are. We can focus only on our self awareness because this is the only thing we are taking into the grave or maybe the other life, whatever you believe in. So that's my probably biggest insight that you can't live for anybody else. You can't live anybody else's life. And you have to do your own self work, your own self evaluation for spiritual growth. That's why we made this love self help love because, as they say in the United States, help yourself.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely. That's amazing. So that leads me to another question. When you were developing this application, you mentioned that astrology was very big for you as a pathway for developing insight. How is that integrated?
Because when I was 23, I got my first master's degree in international economic relationships, which is the best university in Ukraine. And that was a decision of my parents. That was nothing to do with the calling. They wanted me to follow their family business and deal with food production. And I realized it's not what I'm interested in. So, no matter what, I understood numbers, I understood economics. And for people who have a disbelief in astrology, since you see sun and moon and stars, it's already part of the nature. It's a part of astronomy and it's a part of astrology. So I understood that I would like to blend up spirituality with the knowledge and understanding of numbers. By the way, I was against astrology very much because I didn't understand how it works. When people think about astrology, they think about the horoscope in the newspaper, which is very general, speaking only about your zodiac sign. And when we speak about astrology as a mathematical tool to disclose and decode your birth potential, like numerology as well, we are speaking about precise calculations which are based on your time of birth, date of birth, and place of birth. And every element matters a lot. I don't like predictive astrology because I think it's a little bit again playing God to give any kind of prediction or fortune telling for any other person. But I like birth chart reading astrology, which can help you or any other person to understand your gifts, talents, your strengths, your weaknesses, to work on yourself and, like empower yourself or understand what you're meant to do in life, which is very important, I guess.
Mhm. I understand that. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, personally, when I first started learning about manifestation and the nature of thought and consciousness, I also deep dived a little bit into astrology. And as you mentioned, what I really saw a lot were just the horoscopes and things. I was like, ah, this is interesting. So I love what you shared with that perspective of how you frame going about utilization of it and more of the background of it and how it's a mathematical construct able to be utilized in such ways. So that's very interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah. So something I'm curious of is when you mention not playing God and focusing on creating life for yourself rather than trying to affect others in a sense, do you have like a perspective on the art of manifestation and how to go about creating that reality?
If you think about manifestation, I think it's a trendy word because it sounds great, but that's probably what our grandmothers were doing. They were praying, and they were praying for themselves as the head of the family or like mother or father of the family. But most of all, they were taking care in their prayers about their relatives. They say when you're wishing for something else, I'm a married woman, so it's not great example. I want to be with this person. I don't think it's a great manifestation because you are involving somebody else in your karma in your life, and maybe you're ruining the best perfect plan of God for that person, and maybe for yourself as well, because you don't know, maybe your life would be much better with the other person. So I think that when we manifest in our desired reality, first rule we have to do is put our conscious and unconscious together. Because this is the reason why your dreams are not coming true, because you have this disbalance in your head. You're thinking that you want to get married or make money or get another profession or move to another place. And something inside you, like hidden trauma or repressed emotions, can prevent you from doing that. And believe me, your unconscious would be always more powerful, or your fear, your trauma, than your power of desire. So, first thing while manifestation, put your unconscious and conscious in balance. Second rule of manifestation, understand that you can ask for peace in the world in a very general way. If you asked, like I said, I want to be with that guy, this is not good. You are influencing the life. So, we are forbidden in a perfect world to ask concrete things about the other people, but we can do ask that about ourselves. Give me the best. That's actually what I did. I did a manifestation before I met my dear husband. I went to a sacred place in Barcelona next to Black Madonna, and I asked her after COVID time. It was closed, but it still had a lot of power. I said, I give up. I give up control. I don't want to control God and tell me what to do. Please send me the best man that will make me happy, and I will make him happy. And we will connect emotionally, mentally, physically, on all spiritual levels. And in 7 days, I met my husband. So I think this third rule of manifestation, give up control, let the universe take care of it.
That's an amazing story and such a deep insight. I very much appreciate it. Something I'm curious for what you had mentioned was that the key to proper manifestation is that you have to basically marry the conscious and the unconscious. And some of the blockers in that case is the traumas, the limiting beliefs, the baggage that's lying in the unconscious mind that's blocking you from actually getting into resonance with that conscious desire. What are your thoughts on how would people go about basically healing that energy and making it balanced and aligned again?
That's what I actually created as a great solution that could be available for everybody within Gemini Near Me app. First of all, it's intentional meditations. They're themed, they are designed for singles and couples. And depends what your request is. They are created all by me. It could be a prayer for a baby, a request to get a better job, a desire to buy a new home, or whatever. So they are themed meditations. And for those who are interested, they are more than welcome to join the app and find it out. But more powerful tool, because I told before, you can pray or you can manifest or you can ask forever the universe about realizing your dream if you have repressed emotions and recognized desires that are preventing you from your dreams come true, which are related to your childhood trauma. You have to heal your inner child first. We all came from childhood, and it sits within us and it creates the mechanism how we do react on triggers and occasions that surround us. It could be the same thing happening to you, Donnie, and to me, but you would react. And your reaction could be, for example, guilt, or my reaction would be shame to the same type of thing if your friend didn't call you. So I think, oh, maybe it's because of me. And you will think, oh, like why? And your reaction, your body reaction could be different as well. You, for example, will stop talking and I maybe will keep calling this person. So that's what happens. Your basic primary emotion that you experience at the moment of situation actually relates to your past trauma from the child. And our patterns of behavior are we already know the way we would behave.
Mm.
unfortunately or fortunately. So, how we deal with that? I created Iryna AI. It's your tool, perfect tool. It's a 24/7 pocket counselor that is always there for you. If you had a fight with your partner 2 o'clock in the morning, or if you have no friends to share your pain, or your mom is far away, or she's sleeping right now when you're experiencing trouble, or you don't have 150 for psychologists or therapists, you can use Iryna AI. It's designed by me, it's programmed by me. It took a lot of time because I downloaded there my research, my spiritual research, and my psychological knowledge from all background and counseling career to read to help you to recognize your emotions. Because again, it's not important exactly what happened, it's important how you reacted, how you gain your self awareness in this moment. So, Arena AI is always requesting you, Donnie, what do you feel right now, this second? And it's working with your emotions. It doesn't give you any advices, it doesn't give you any tips. It gives you self work and self evaluation on emotional awareness level and gives you of course opportunity to gain your relationship intelligence if needed.
Mm. I see it. So, what is the vision you have for this app? What is the impact you see it having in the world?
Working with people, I realized people have to be understood. That's another reason why I created Arena AI. We are having troubles. It's a lot of such a high level of anxiety. Look at the young generation. They don't know what to do, what to focus on, how to manage few jobs together. Look at this political life that I don't want even to dig to into. But people have so much disagreement, so much diversity, so much opposition among each other. And it's so sad because world and life is so beautiful. We can just be there for each other, but it's not happening. And why? Because as a burden, we are bringing this trauma. When you're happy, you're doing your podcast with a smile. You're meeting your friend with a smile. But if you have your pains, it's very difficult to see this world in a beautiful way. So, what I'm saying here that first of all, it's to help people heal themselves because I realize not everybody has time, energy, and money to visit the psychologist. Not everybody has 250 astrology or $100 for numerology. I know those numbers because I worked with people. I know how people charge and I know how I charge myself, the others. So it saves you a lot of money. It gives you opportunity to work with yourself. Even manifesting journal has every daily updates with your daily prompts because not everybody knows how to do the manifestation and we help them to do that, how to journal. This app teaches you a lot of things and gives you almost for free because $10 is nothing. It's a cup of coffee comparing to what people are spending for all those self-discovery tools and therapists. But in a perfect world, when people are healed, you understood yourself, you value yourself, you appreciate, you respect yourself, you probably want to deal with the same type of people. You want business partner who will know his goals and values. You want partner for love the same way, who not going to be desperate or lazy, not doing anything about their life. You want somebody on the same page with you, motivated, focused, inspired, appreciative, and that's where we come. My distant goal is to create a community of like minded individuals who know themselves. That what matters. And when they come to it, like not even dating, but communicating, they will know what are their answers because they had a chance to talk to themselves first.
Mm. I love that. It's amazing. Okay.
Thank
Well, this has been such a powerful conversation. Thank you for sharing more about your story, about the platform you're building to help the world and raise consciousness. It's amazing what you're doing. Something I like to do at the end of these episodes is to ask if you had to give one insight to creators and seekers out there trying to reach a new level of life while being fulfilled as they do, what would you tell those out there?
about new love of life or meaning of life.
A deeper sense of purpose and accomplishment.
Listen to your heart and listen to the universe because those two will show you the way. What you're doing without forcing yourself, what you're ready to do without money, what you're ready to do nonstop, what I'm crazy passionate about. Because I know a lot of people who were scared of public speaking and they ended up being speakers. So be a big listener of your body, of your passions, of your fears, and ask the universe if you don't know what's your meaning, what's your calling, what's your mission here. Help me out to decode it. And you believe me or not, I did it with myself. During 72 hours, people started to ask me for something or to question me something. And I realized, oh my God, this is it. So I hope people could be patient to listen to themselves and to the signs of the universe.
That's amazing. I love that insight. Thank you for sharing it with the world.
Thank you, Donnie.
Yes, of course. And for those of you listening, if this episode stirred something in you, if you feel like you're ready to grow from the inside out and create the kind of life and business that reflects your high self, remember, you can book a free discovery call at realityrealization.org/call. Now, before we wrap, where can listeners connect with you and learn more about what you're doing right now?
Thank you, Donnie. You're more than welcome to join my Instagram, which I'm working on every day. And if anybody of your audience has any question, get in touch with me at IRYNA Iryna Wood, like my name. And those who are interested in my app, Gemini, you're welcome to join our website to go through the app so you can see it for free. You can talk to Iryna AI, see how you like it, and maybe even download the app with 7 days free trial. And we are available for Android and for Apple users. It's going to be www.gemininearme.com.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks again to Irina for sharing such real and thoughtful perspectives. And all of you tuning in, remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. If you want to change your results, start by becoming the version of you who already has them. This is the Mindful Hustle. Until next time, be bold, be intentional, and keep realizing your reality.